Hello YouTube, it's Mike the Mouth here, and as you'll see today, looks like I'm trying out a new Let's Play series of Subnautica. Now, I was working on the Let's Play series of Firewatch, but if you noticed, I haven't been putting out too many videos of that lately because I've actually been playing this game because this has just been quite addicting since I picked this up in the Steam sale last week or so. And yeah, I haven't been able to stop playing it lately, so I figured why not? Let's do a Let's Play of it. So let me just turn the sound down a little bit so I can actually hear my own voice. And yeah, the game's very good looking. I was running a recommended. Not sure if that makes a difference. It does have performance issues, though. It's a early development build still, and if you guys don't know of the game, it is sort of a survival crafting kind of game, but the twist is you're in this big ocean planet. And I really like the aesthetic of the game. It's a lot of fun, so without further ado, let's get this game started. I like to play on survival. I'm not going to play it hardcore because that's just basically survival, but if you die, the game's over. But I'll play in survival, you know, you have to keep eating and drinking, so it makes it fun. And the basic story of this game is you're in some kind of intergalactic spaceship and it crash lands on this alien planet. And it does take a little bit to load. This takes about 10-15 seconds, which I think I'll skip for you guys. Alright, and we are back. And I'll let the intro of the game play out here. Very intense escaping. I really like the detail where the explosion has a delay in sound because, of course, sound travels at a certain speed. It's a nice little detail. And yeah, here we go. And looks like I'm in a whole lot of trouble. There is a fire going on. We probably should put that out. Like that. And I think left mouse, right mouse. Alright, cool. So here we are.
Greetings, survivor. Great job not dying. To assist you in
thank you so much.
in emergency situations, you have been issued this personal data assistant. The interface visible now will organize your inventory, display currently available construction blueprints, and holds other valuable information. Please take a moment to familiarize yourself with it.
Yeah, I really like the aesthetic of this this game. Like everything's like kind of circular. Even the bases look kind of like that same art style. It's very refreshing. It's like most like survival games, everything's all grungy and realistic and grimy and sucks. Especially like future like science fiction. Like this is like more clean and just cool. All right. So yeah, we're alive in an escape pod on an alien planet. Our main ship is destroyed, and this little guy is a fabricator. Can we put this guy away? Jesus. This is a fabricator. This is pretty much our lifeline for making everything. Food, water, everything we need. And let's see what we got in here. We have a few flares, not really useful. These waters will be useful, and nutrient blocks, that'll be useful. Probably should eat one of those now, I'm actually kind of hungry. So yeah, let's take a look. And there's the Aurora. That is our crash ship. It is humongous, as you can see. Looks like we landed right next to a vent. The placement of your life pod, I'm pretty sure, is random within a certain biome. There's a reef biome we have here that we're in. I'll show you. Ta-da! Yeah, nice little easy little reef biome that we're in. But the placement around these biomes where it is random. Usually I get placed over there. So this is a little different for me this time. So let's see what we got going on. First thing to probably do is start collecting some titanium, which is plentiful in number. And these guys are very important to get. Solar panel fragment, that'll be good for powering our base, early base power at least, because there's a lot of light up here. And yeah, there's a ventilation shaft. We don't want to get too close to that. But if we get the blueprints for a thermal power generator, this could actually come in a lot of very good hand. So let's get some titanium together. There's some more here. We can actually use this scrap and turn it into titanium for building all sorts of stuff. And for water and food, we grab these little fishies here. If I can get some. Yep, that's very helpful. Basically, early game, just grab everything you can. First order business is probably going to get a scanner together. And then probably a knife. Actually, I think I want fins first. So I can actually swim faster. But then definitely I want to get a scanner. So let me see if I remember what the blueprint is for a scanner. Personnel, fins, I just need 2 silicon rubber. Scanner is going to be 2 titanium and a battery. That's easy enough. I just need a little copper, which batteries are made with acid mushrooms and copper. This is a cool little touch. It's like acid mushrooms because, you know, you need like the battery acid and a copper wire. It's kind of like part of the components for an actual battery, so it makes sense, you know. So it's kind of cool. It's cool little details like that in this game. Really get the nerd in me going, you know. Yeah, we definitely need some fins, though. I'm swimming real slow. The easiest way to get fins is silicon rubber. We need to find some vines, which will be pretty obvious. They're really tall. They're in a different biome, though. I'm not really sure where that is right now. I gotta watch out for that vent. I'm gonna run right into that vent. Life pod communication really offline. We can repair that with a welder. I mean, it hasn't really told me much. The last game I played, it just told me that the Aurora is fucked up. So, I don't know how useful that is. And I apologize if there's any drop frames. I am running this game on high, and from what I can tell, the game does kind of drop frames when it loads in a new biome. Like over there's a different biome. I think that has to do with my CPU or RAM, or maybe hard drive, honestly. It's definitely not the GPU, because I have the 1070. There's no way this game's taxing the GPU that much, but yeah. I only have 8 gigabytes of RAM and a medium-range graphics card. There's our vines over here. But yeah. Every time he loads a new biome, I occasionally gets a couple drop frames for a few seconds. But it comes back. So, I think we actually need a knife for this. Because we need this, the creep vine, not the creep vine seeds, I think. Well, let me grab these just in case. Let's see what happens. What I can do with these. But fortunately, these guys are actually taking a lot of room. And those guys are hostile. Gotta be careful, those. They'll attack. And just take a little bite out of you. A little friendly bite, occasionally. They're kind of like the bulldogs of the sea. But really, that's really the only threat we have in this area is those little shark dudes. They always hang by the creep vine. It's their favorite thing to eat, apparently, or something. I don't know. That and me. They like to eat me. So yeah, everything else around here is pretty good. Oh, okay. Almost lost the ship for a second. Yeah, you start out the game in this little busted life pod, but hopefully, if all goes according to plan, we will end up with our own little base. We can abandon this guy for good. Let's make our titanium. And it looks like we can make the silicon rubber with the seeds. We don't need a knife to cut out the actual vine. Looks like we already got quite a bit of titanium. Early in the game, I started to get way too much titanium. And when I first started, I actually thought, oh, I'll make a titanium ingot, because that takes 10 titanium and makes it 1 inventory space, because inventory management, actually see I'm already way filled up with titanium. But little did I know that apparently that is not usable for stuff that makes titanium. Like, titanium ingots are a specific ingredient for something not involving titanium. And once you get an ingot, you can't revert it back, so you're stuck with pretty much a useless item, at least until mid-late game. But require titanium ingots to make. So it's a good space saver, but it's kind of useless at first because you can't go back and forth between it. Anyways, we've got one of these. I think we need 2. So let's get one more and get our fins done at least, so we can actually swim a little faster. Now, where was the vines? I think the vines were over here. Let me get my bearings. This is a completely new biome I'm used to. Oh yeah, that's not good. I think right over there is an interesting thing we want to explore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the actual map... I'll let our stalk. The actual map is always the same. But your position where you spawn is a little randomized. You'll always spawn inside one of these easy biomes, but there's more than one of them. I think I spawned way over that way my last game, so this is a little bit different for me. Let's get a few more of these guys. I don't really have much room, unfortunately. I should get enough. That should be enough for one more rubber. I think I only need 2 per rubber. Yeah, they take a lot of space. Oh, I want to drop you. I want to eat you. I do it a lot. Sometimes I'll right click instead of left click. What's worse is when you left click instead of right click and you like accidentally eat some rotten fish or something. It makes you sick. Ugh, I can't wait till I at least get my sea glide. Alright, let's get in here. We're gonna make one more of those. And we can make our fins. That should make us move a little bit faster. Be helpful. And I think we automatically equip those. Alright, now we need to get our scanner. We already have 2 titanium, easily. We have... Oh, it's nighttime. Gets a little dark out. But, yeah, our fins are equipped, so we are moving a little bit faster. Not crazy noticeable, but definitely a little better. Which will help us dive a little deeper, and hopefully we can find a little bit of copper is what we need now. Oh, watch out, watch out. Jesus. Woo! Yeah, those guys, they kind of chase you and explode. That's the other thing I worry about in this biome. But, what they do leave is something I'm going to need. A little bit of crash powder. Oh, where'd it go? Is there no crash powder? That's a little bit of a rip. Usually they drop crash powder when they jump out of the little flowers. And we are going to need some crash powder for our welder at some point. But copper ore for now is very helpful. I'm not sure how much copper we need. Let's get at least one more, just to be safe. Quartz would be helpful. Whole quartz makes glass, and it's needed to make solar panels. But we can't make anything until we get our scanner to actually scan the blueprints to make stuff. So we definitely need to get our batteries together. So we need one more copper. Let's make a battery. Once we make a battery, we can make our scanner. Come on, copper. And unfortunately, a lot of the game is basically just this, looking around for resources, but I don't usually like a big resource grind, but it's actually kind of fun because, I don't know, it's a very varied and interesting map. Like, there's so many biomes, and they're all just extremely varied. It's an amazing map design. I'm not sure if you call it that, map design or artistry design. Some creativeness of the game is just, it just keeps it so interesting because they're just constantly exploring new biomes. Sea glide fragment, we're going to need that. Fortunately, we can't get any of these things until we find another copper. I keep on looking for air. Is that a thing? No. Well, we gotta watch out those guys. They're not mean, but if you get too close to them, I'll show you. They fart out a little balls of death that explode. And yeah, those aren't very nice to go through. So let's go around here. Oh, I don't want to swim through that. There's a little egg. That could be helpful if we ever get our aquarium set up. Let's get some air.
Emergency. 10 seconds of oxygen remaining.
If you guys have never seen this game, it gets pretty crazy how big everything is. Like over there, it's like, that's like not even like anywhere. That's like nothing compared to the depth that this game gets. It's just, this game has made me fully realize my insane fear of open water. Especially once you get near some Reaper Leviathans. Starts to make you paranoid of any depth beyond what you can see. But yeah, it's just, this game can be very terrifying for those of you who don't really like swimming in open water, because it can get extremely deep. Extremely fast. There's a little thing. Let's see if this is copper. Probably titanium. Nope, lead. We can use that for our radiation suit, which we will need when we eventually head towards the Aurora. Which, soon enough, should be bathed in radiation. Don't want to spoil anything for you guys, though. There's a big piece of the wreck out here. If there's anything here to take. Let's see. It's opening. It's open. Yeah, we're gonna need a I think it's a diamond cutter to get in that door. There'll probably be some goodies in there. Let's see what this in here though. Yep, nothing. The outside world. Yeah, nothing really here to take. Fortunately, probably something in there, but again, we'll need the water for that. Yeah. Hey, got stuck there. Come on. Alright, come on, Copper. I don't want to get near that vent. Probably hurt. Yeah, honestly, for how careful I play this game, I probably could play it on a hardcore mode, because I am quite a big pussy when I play this game. I'm terrified of dying. More so than like in normal games. Like most games you die, it's like, oh, whatever. Anyways, because like it's not really much. You just lose like I think some of your inventory in this game when you die, and like whatever. If your ship gets destroyed, you lose that. Whatever ship you're riding at the time. But beyond that, everything back at your base is safe and all that. You don't really there's no penalties. But it's just I don't know. There's something about getting eaten by a huge sea monster 80 meters below. Oh, it's real dark in there. I'm gonna need to get a flashlight for that. Something about that just is unnerving to me. Oh, watch out for the fart monster. I'm having a lot of trouble finding any metals out here. I haven't seen any limestone croppings. Stay at light, so that should help us find stuff a little better. Tell you what, I'm gonna cut the video here and go back in when we actually find some copper and build our scanner, so we get this game going a little bit. Alright guys, I found enough copper to make a battery here. And let's drink that water. I need some of that. Let's cook these fish up. Now using this fabricator, there's a power source here. 6775 as you can see. That is supplied by the rechargeable batteries. I'm guessing they're solar. I'm not sure what they are. They're just power cells. They just recharge, self-charging power cells that are on this thing. But you can wear them out by using the replicator a lot. But they will recharge every time. You just gotta be mindful of the power. Much more mindful in your own base. But not too bad here. Alright, so electronics, battery. And now we can make tools, scanner. Alright. Now the fun begins. Let's put some of this stuff away in our little box here. We're probably gonna need to make some lockers before we make a base. Maybe our next order of operations is going to be a replicator machine thing. What do I call it? The base building item. But let's start scanning some things first. Oop, there's a little thing here. Watch this be copper right here. I spent 20 minutes searching for it. Now titanium. Alright. There's thing to scan right here. Alright. Very fancy. Alright. So scanning is the main thing to find new technologies. They're scattered all over the ocean floor. So it says progress 1 of 2. So we just need one more. We'll have the ability to make solar panels, which will be very helpful for powering our first base at the very least. Looks like we got a crash pod here. Usually there's nothing in these things, so just kind of, yeah. Someone else wasn't so lucky. You'd think you'd find more dead bodies out here, but I guess they all get eaten. I don't know. Some mushrooms, we got enough of those. Could take more quartz, I guess. Yeah, we got a lot of room here. We're gonna need to make some lockers pretty fast. That initial storage usually is not enough. But they're pretty cheap to make. So let's look around for some more solar fragments. Or really any technology we can get our hands on. There was a sea glide fragment around here somewhere. I don't think we need any more titanium for now. Don't want to overload my one storage container with titanium unless I have to. I don't really need it until we start base building. Quartz. Let's see. Oh, fart monster, stay away from me. There's eggs down there. Is that a thing? No, that's just salt. Salt is pretty useful for you can cure the meats. It's either curing or cooking meats, and if you cook the meats, they will spoil in your backpack pretty quickly. But if you cure them, they will last. I think indefinitely. I'm not sure if there's like a limit on that, but they will last a lot longer. So you can cure some meats and take them with you if you're going for a long journey. You don't think you're gonna find food at. Oh, there we go. We got 2. Sea glide, yes, that'll be a good first item to grab pretty fast. The sea glide is sort of a handheld little jetter. We got it. Jet machine. Let's move a lot faster. But it does eat up power pretty quickly, so we're going to need quite a few batteries for that. Or, hopefully, get ourselves a battery recharger. Which basically you can just Take some old used batteries, chuck them in, and then whatever power source they're attached to,
Degradation of the Aurora's
recharges
dry
them.
core may cause a quantum detonation. Calculating risk assessment. Death by malnourishment, 7%. By physical injury, 11%. By exposure to radioactive crash site materials, 19%. If the drive core is breached, probability of death increases to 65%.
It's very helpful. Take a little bit more titanium, I guess. Mainly, we just need fragments right now. We need to get that solar panels. Once we get that, we can probably build our habitat module, build our base up, and be done with this stupid life pod thing. Give ourselves room to breathe, room to stretch. But we definitely need a way to power the base before we get the base. Is that the crash powder? That must have been where you left it. Oh, that'll be useful for our welder when we finally do build that. Silver ore. Silver ore is very helpful. All sorts of electronic components. We're probably going to need that silver ore to make our habitat builder, honestly. We'll probably at least need a wiring kit or maybe a computer chip. And silver is required for both of those things.
Emergency.
Oh
10
boy.
seconds of
Stupid oxygen. Always needing to breathe. Probably should make myself an O2 tank. But I'm not really having a problem diving these depths. Pretty short little biome here. But if I want the better blueprints, I'm going to have to move on. But at the very least, we get a solar panel. So we get the solar panel and Seaglide. We'll make our base, and we'll venture out a little further. We'll try to get the sea moth going. Then we really made it. Copper, yes. Definitely need all the copper we can get. Make a lot of batteries early on. So we can take our sea moth, or Seaglide, a little bit further than before. Where, oh where are the fragments at? Let's check down here. Yeah, I see one down there. Is that a fragment? Nope, that's just a hole in the grass. Come on, fragments. Oh, there's one of the other meanies. Better be coming from me, buddy. Going across the map. There's a fragment. Come on, solar panel. We need you. This might be another Seaglide fragment. If you already have the technology and you scan it, it'll just give you more titanium. Oh, solar panel. Sweet. I saw one above us, too. Check that out. Alright, we got solar panels. We are in business to make a base. Yeah, more titanium, because we already had the technology. Alright, now we just need a little bit of quartz. And I think we are going to need possibly one more silver, which can be a little difficult to find in this biome. In this biome, silver is usually only found in tunnels, not like out in the open like this. This will probably be titanium, yeah. Like, if you want silver, we'll probably have to, like, go in here somewhere, but there's probably blast guys. I think I've already been in here, actually. Yeah. I'm not too sure if resources respawn. Not too clear about that. I know the fish can. And panels, like fragments, can respawn, but I don't know. When I had my base, I feel like I had to like go quite a long time to get quartz after like getting all the quartz in there. I feel like it wasn't really respawning after a while. All right, let's see what we need to do to make this habitat builder. Where is it? Yep, we need a computer chip. How many silver do we need for that? Oh, we just need one. Okay, so we just need table coil stencil. The problem with that is we will need a knife for that. Titanium, silicon, rubber. We can get that easy enough. How much room do we have? Alright, silicon rubber is going to be... I wonder if I can use my... Does that propel me further? Oh, what do you know? It does. That's cool. When this runs out. Whee! Who needs a Seaglide when you have a fire extinguisher, am I right? Hells yeah. Traveling in style here. Probably should get some air. What if the thing, does this thing not run out? Can I just use this as a means of locomotion? I'm just gonna wally it over to this thing over here. Ooh, there's a fragment. Let's get this first. Yeah, let's get this first. Watch out for that guy down there. He'll eat us. Ooh, stay away from me. Stay away from me. No. No! I'm out! Damn it. Alright, screw this thing. So this purpose deterred the evil stalker. I think they're called stalker. Ooh, bioreactor. That'd be nice. Bioreactor is another source of power. Basically, you just shove fish in there and it powers your base. Not the most efficient way to power your base, but it's very nice to use when you have a deeper base. Solar panel, we don't really need that. I guess I could take it to get some titanium, but I'll worry about that later. I don't think I really need more titanium for the moment. Once I start building my base, I'll need a little bit more. That's what this guy is. Sea Glide, have that. Alright. Copper. Alright. Let's head back, make our knife. Then we can get this coral off here. Coral. All you Walking Dead fans. We can get that. Then we can get the computer chip. And then we can get our habitat builder and make our base. I know you guys are so excited for that. These little fish are jumping. Man. That's so cool looking. For like an early access, like kind of like, you know, I guess low budget, small team game. It's really like, it's a great. Like I got it for 12, 13 bucks on Steam, and it's paying dividends. It's fantastic. What was I gonna get? Okay. No, first I need the rubber. Duh. Silicon rubber. Let's make another one just for shits and giggles. Now we can make our knife. And yeah. Now we can go chop up some lovely coral. And we got some right here. Look at that. Yeah, take that, coral. I think we just need 2. Alright. Coral's done. Now we make our computer chip. And we can make our habitat builder. Isn't science fun? Where am I? I need another battery. Damn it. I think I make a battery, actually. Yes. Sweet. Alright, now we can make our habitat builder. Alright. Sweet. Now it's time to build our pimp-ass base. I don't know if I want to build it right here. I mean, I guess I could build it near this vent. And then eventually get a thermal generator. That could be nice, but I don't really need it. I mean, it's pretty well lit over here. Yeah, what the hell? Let's see. Alright, start off with foundation. You want to keep your base, like all these like foundations and bulkheads and stuff, help your base stabilize. If your base isn't stabilized, it'll start filling with holes and flooding. It's a mess, but... So you always want to try to build your base on a foundation if you can. I'm trying to figure out where your place to put it is. This looks like a nice little flat piece of land out here. This'll do. I just build that. Use 3 titanium. This is where the multitude of titanium comes in handy. How much titanium do I have on me? Not any. I probably should pick up the rest of it. Just probably gonna burn through all of it, making our base here. Lucky for us, titanium's everywhere. And you 2, sure. Here need the quartz for our solar panels. So let's just build a multi-purpose room. This is our generic everything store kind of room. Oop. Nope, the one there. Get rid of that. One thing that's nice is anytime you build anything, you can still get rid of it by holding down Q, and it'll give you back all the materials. So you can basically just transport any room or whatever you want to a new spot. And the last thing we need is a hatch, which we're going to need a little glass for, which we have enough quartz, so we can do that. Alright. Resources, glass. Just 1 glass, because I want to use the rest to make solar panels. There's another thing, like titanium ingots, where if you have a bunch of glass, it's nice, what you think you'd need for solar panels, but you need quartz, not glass. Once you have the glass, you can't make any solar panels, because it requires quartz. Little thing with the recipe. Alright, here's our base. Lovely, except that it's not powered, so we are going to suffocate. So let's get our solar panels up just in time for night, so it won't get any power for us, but hey, that's part of the fun. Alright, let's put one here. I don't really know if the direction you put solar panels matters. Like, if it's like pointed like efficiently towards the sun, it'll give you more power. There's not really any kind of notification on that kind of thing. But I'll just lay one that way, sure. Maybe just in case more coverage is better. I don't know. Alright. 2's probably good. 2's all I can make anyways, until I get more quartz. But yeah, we got that. So now we should have at least a little bit of power. Now we have nothing. Man, I guess we need daylight. Oh well. Let's drink that. Let's get a little more food in us before we do anything else. Everyone might have food. Come here. Come here. God. Yeah, yeah. Let's get one more. Alright. Let's cook that up. Fairly shortly we'll be able to stop having to worry about going in this stupid life pod. We can go on our fancy new base. Because we can install all these things in the base. The fabricator, all the stuff, and stop worrying about this. Alright, get 2 of those made. We'll eat them. Then we'll probably have to work on the sea glide next. So what's it take to sea glide? Equipment, where is it? We need one of those. Definitely need an O2 tank. That'll let us dive a little deeper. But where is the sea glide at? Deployable? Sea glide. Okay. That's all pretty standard. Lubricant's just another thing you can make with the vines. I think. Let me make sure. I can't remember if it's that vines or if it's the seeds. I think it's the seeds. It's the seed clusters. Okay. So yeah, we can make... We have 2 copper, so we can make another battery, which we probably should do pretty soon. But
local radiation readings exhibit characteristics consistent with temporal degradation at the Aurora's
that's pretty cool.
matter drive core. A quantum detonation will occur with a probability of 85.5%. Advise observing a 1 kilometer safety range.
I think we're a kilometer away, but I don't know. Like a half mile? Is that a kilometer? Guess we'll find out. Probably can use more titanium. Actually, I've got enough. We should just get over and get those sea clusters. Get that over with. I keep forgetting where the hell they were. This way? That looks pretty deep. I don't know if I want to go that way. That is the red vine area, which is actually pretty nice that we're right here, but we don't want them yet. We'll get their sea glide and our O2 tank before we head that deep. It'll be a lot easier to dive down to those depths and get some good blueprints down there, hopefully. Maybe if we're lucky, even some sea moss samples. Alright, here's our stupid seed clusters. They glow in the dark, so that's pretty useful. Or at least they used to. I guess I took all those. It's kind of weird how it still glows. Alright, get all those. Don't eat me, don't eat me, don't eat me. Alright, I got 6. That's enough for 2 lube. Lube. I love it. Look at this. This is so cool looking. Makes you feel like you're really on an alien planet. People say that's the moon, but I always wonder, like, what if we're on the moon? You know? It's moving so fast. Look at these little flying weird alien things. They did a really good job making this planet really, like, feel alien. Like, just this, everywhere you look, it's just this, it looks almost Earth-like. Like, you feel like you could be, like, on the shores of Australia or something on the Great Barrier Reef for a second, but then, like, you look at the animals, it's like, what the hell is that? Boomerang fish. It's crazy. Anyways. Alright. Lube. Lube it up. Titanium, sure. Make some more titanium. We need a battery. Am I really out of acid mushrooms? I think I got some in here. Yeah. I got more copper too. Ooh. I need that. Oh, thank you. Need a battery. Do we need copper wire? Yes, we do. I think that's it. And Sea Glide. Yeah. This little buddy. He's fantastic. I like to put him on 3 though. Change your hotkeys by Just looking at the item and clicking a number. Pretty straightforward. So yeah, let's try them out. Whee! Much easier way of getting around. Now the last thing we probably should get is a O2 tank. Then we should be able to explore that biome over there, which should lead us to some goodies. We probably should get a locker and a fabricator set up in our new base here, which has power now that the sun is out. So let's see what it costs to make a fabricator. Wiring kit, treated chip of coal, so 2 or 3 copper. Or silver, I mean. While we're here, let's get this guy. Come here. Got him. And I'll take you. These guys give us water. We can also get water by cutting up a bunch of coral samples and making bleach, which is useful too. But they were right here, so I'll take it. You can also eat them, but better for water. And 2. Okay. Put this chunk away. What do we need? We need silver. Once we get the silver, we can make fabricator. Well, let's get the O2 tank done with. What does that take? I think I need quartz. Just need some glass. Yeah, I need glass. So I need a little bit more quartz. And then once we get that, we can dive deep, and we can get some nice stuff over there. Because that should have some better stuff to scan. Better technologies. Maybe battery charger, maybe a sea moth fragment or 2. Yeah, and we could really get exploring then. We got some quartz. Yeah, all the quartz. Let's get on back out of here. Don't fart on me. See, I'm already down to 80%. So this side, I'm not sure if it has a little light. I'm not sure if it uses more power with the light, but we don't need it now, so we'll keep it off. Yeah. I'm about to fix that problem. Do I need glass? I need glass. Okay. Glass. And now I need titanium, which I have a shitload of in here. 4. Boom. O2 tank. There we go. Up to 75 oxygen now. Hopefully she'll shut up about it. Alright. Let's go explore. Well, let me save the game first. Alright. Always like to save. Never know I'm going to get eaten up. Maybe a Leviathan will be hiding down here. You guys don't already know that is not a fun creature to run into. Those little guys. Yeah, I can deal with them. We're going to need a new battery pretty soon, though. Oh. I say that. He comes right after me. Let's see if we can find some copper down here. Gold. Whatever. Ah! God. Comes right out of the ground. There are a lot of them down here. Gotta be careful. Yeah, this is the red sand biome. It's pretty nice. It is deep, though. And I'm going to need a new battery pronto before I stay down here. Because I don't think I have any spare batteries right now. I use them all from our tools. That sucks. We need a little bit more copper. Oh, here's a fragment. If I can not get eaten. Battery charger, yes. Yes, very useful. Get away from me. Can't you see I'm scanning? Ow! 40%. We can take another bite or 2 before we have to run back. One thing that's nice about the pod, it has a rechargeable health station. Which, if I was any good, I would have taken the health back out already. But foresight, you know, there's another fragment. Please go away. Propulsion cannon, that'll be useful. Alright. Oh, of course, right over here we got these guys. This is just a fun little mess. Just get some air. There's like 4 or 5 over here. Maybe I can go this way a little bit. Get away from some of these. They're all grouped up and pissed. Let's see what we got. Good. Some of these. What was that? Titanium. Worthless. I mean, not worthless, but there's silver. That's what we need. Digging this deep and just getting titanium for your troubles is not helpful. Ooh, the whale guys. Those guys are great. They're little friends. always see them as a good omen when they're swimming around, because that means there's probably no Reaper Leviathans in the area. Hey, to swim around harmlessly.
Emergency. Seismic readings suggest a quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The central
Gotta see
dark
this.
reactor will reach a supercritical state in T minus 10, 9, 8.
Gotta stay up for the fireworks.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Awesome. And there's some cancer. Radiation, whatever you want to call it. Pretty cool. Alright. We'll explore that area at some point, but don't need to go there yet. Need a ration suit before we get close to it, especially now. Go away! I don't like you. I heard you can actually, I don't know if you can tame them, but you can tame some animals by like feeding them certain kinds of fish. I don't know. I haven't really messed with that. But yeah, seems cool if you could. Is that a fragment over there? I think that is. Yes. Alright, you stay away. Let me scan. I'm busy scanning. Battery charger, yes. I really want these. So once we get a few of these down, that'll be very useful. Yeah. Silver, also very useful. We got a load of them here. Mobile vehicle bay, sure. That'll be good for making our sea moth. Another mobile vehicle bay, very useful. Oh, there's something down here. It's a nice little nook down here. What is this? What biome is this? Is this back just a regular one? And we got a mobile vehicle bay. Alright, cool. We just need our sea moth. Got a few silver, very helpful. Need all the silver we can get.
Caution, 30 seconds
Yeah,
of
hold on.
oxygen remaining.
Lead. I think we got enough lead now to make our suit, a radiation suit. But we don't really need to get that close to Aurora yet. Already down to 15 power. Yeah, we're gonna need the battery pretty soon here. What's this? Silver, yes. Get away from me! Get away from me! God, I hate those guys. They are super aggressive down here. Oh my god! Alright, we gotta go back and get the battery before we stay in this biome, or else we're gonna get eaten up. Your health does recharge extremely slowly, but it does. And this thing's about to be out of power. So yeah. Let's head back, heal up. Hey. That is really cool that we ended up like right next to a vent. I want to see. I'm definitely see if I can get like thermal generator working. At least just to test it out. Because I never actually gotten to use one. Give me med pack. I'll use that. Sweet. Didn't really need to use it at 50%, but it makes me feel nice having full health. I like having high stats before I go out anywhere. We can get a wiring kit. We're gonna need that, and I think we also need a computer chip. More table coral. Didn't I have more? I have one. Do I need two? Yeah, I need two. Should be some right here. There's some. Get our knife. Handy dandy knife. One. Yeah. Did I get it? It's like on top of it. Alright. Got two. Sure. And yep. Computer chip. Alright. Now we should be able to, yeah, should be able to go build our fabricator. And our base will be pretty much ready to rock. Get a fabricator, get some storage up. We'll be all set. I'll just put it right here for now. You can always move it later. Like I said, you can just deconstruct it, you get all the materials back. So yeah, now we have this right here. We have 100 power, so we're ready to make whatever we want. Alright guys, I think that'll wrap it up for this episode. Maybe while I'm offline, I'll try to get some more batteries set up so we can dive a little deeper without having to you guys watch me hunt down copper for an hour. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think, and if you want me to keep playing this. I'll also try to finish up my Firewatch series in the coming days. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm out.